head to the gym and do our second pull day of the week. Today is the horizontal emphasis day, or no, sorry, vertical, because we had a hip hinging emphasis leg session yesterday. I'm sure I'll talk about that in the floating head stuff that I've been doing. Seems a couple of you guys tend to like it, and they're getting more views than as of lately, so I'm just going to keep doing them that way and keep taking suggestions for things you guys would like to see on there. So keep giving me suggestions. I'll keep putting these out, and I'll see you in the gym with Mike, where we will be doing some fucking pull-ups. So here we are with the vertical pull emphasis session. I'm gonna drag this shit to the top of the screen. Sorry, I gotta watch it separately as I'm recording this bad boy. So basically, this is my first video. You know, we had to go to LA and stuff, and I couldn't really work while I was out there. My recording software is on my computer at home. I had some stuff on my laptop, but I just didn't want to do it. So I have quite a bit of backlog of videos. I'll be putting out probably 3 this week, I hope. Don't quote me. It depends on how much time I have. We have like a super full filming schedule right now. It's insane. A lot of fun. Got the Larry Wheels collab in LA. Then we had a bunch of others. Those will all be on the RP channel. Obviously, most of you are following from the RP channel, so be on the lookout for those. If you're not, go follow the RP Strength YouTube, and we'll be doing a bunch of training videos. They'll be coming out soon. So today, vertical pulling emphasis. Horizontal was the day before this, so this is our Saturday workout. We had to do this little step up thing, so the pull up thing is super high at Dragon Lair, but a few boxes to walk up to the actual vertical pulling station here, and the pull up bar, and do our pull ups. Mike wanted me to record him doing a set, and at the end here, I think I'm just kind of giving him shit for being short. Come down, you want some uppies? But pull ups. Well, the first exercise, then we did assisted pull-ups. We warmed up with assisted, then we did pull-ups, then we go back and do our working sets for assisted. But pull-ups 7 to 10 range. You'll see precisely what I got on each set, because I put every set in here this time instead of doing the cards. That's just kind of what I'm going to do. You guys, you know, maybe create some retention there too. You guys got to count. So I have it all programmed into my RP Strength Hypertrophy app, which then programmed for this week, which is actually today, because this is a week old, what I have to do. And I believe that I'm beating my sets, because I did 2 sets on the vertical pull. So on the pull-ups, I did 2 or 3 sets on my assisted pull-ups, which are on here too, and then 2 sets on my rows. So I believe they went up today to 3, 3, and 3, because the way I rated it with my biofeedback, with my pump, with my soreness, all that stuff. Here's my first set of assisted. You guys are gonna watch. You're gonna see something funny here. Scott, although he is a video guy, is an asshole and has no respect for people filming. So he took his finger, he puts it up in the screen, just being an asshole. But assisted pull-ups, really, I'm just kind of focusing on keeping a big chest. There he is, fucking Scott. Pulling up and back. You're not just doing like straight up and down. It's up and back, pulling the chest to the bar and making sure that you're getting a full extension at the bottom. And I'm just kind of hanging out there in that deep stretch like I do for all of my stuff. And this was week 1, I believe, so it was like 3 in the tank. As you saw there, it looked like I stopped pretty far from failure, so we're at 3. Notice Mike's big chest at the bar, up and back pattern. This is just really pulling those elbows in and down toward the hips while the chest is rising and coming up tall. I love assisted pull-ups. I don't think they're done enough. I don't think pull-ups are either, to be honest, but these are 2 of my favorite back exercises, besides bent rows, just because I'm strong as hell at them. But you know, you don't do stuff just because you're good at it. So I actually wanted to answer some questions that are being asked on the videos. I'm going to go down to my push one. So if you guys want questions answered, I'll probably do a little segment of this in each video. You just let me know, and I will keep doing this. Why did I do narrow grip bench? I think I answered this question in the comments. This is on my chest day video. I'm doing narrow because I'm doing an arm emphasis mesocycle, or I am just emphasizing my arms more so than my chest when I am doing my presses. So I'm doing high incline stuff because that's more tricep, narrow grip presses because it's more tricep, front delt, obviously. Close grip, sometimes I'll even do triceps before my pushing. So that is why I'm doing more narrow style stuff. Let's see, let's find another one. I want to find a couple good ones each time I do this. Thoughts on programming my barbell press variations before my dumbbells? I'm struggling with the pros and cons of the barbell first. I think pros, the barbell, if it has a good SFR for you, especially, is something a little more heavy compound. You could definitely do dumbbells first if you wanted. It's not a bad idea. If you feel like dumbbells, you're getting more out of the dumbbells, dude, go ahead and do dumbbells prior to barbell. I actually don't do both in a single session, except for alternating the emphasis. So if I'm going to do a horizontal emphasis, it's usually a heavier compound horizontal press, which is why I did Smith. If I'm going to do a vertical emphasis, it's usually a heavier compound vertical press. When I'm deep into prep, that's when I'm probably using dumbbells for my heavy compound. I'm not generally doing that in most mesocycles. So a lot of people say, like, I just like flat dumbbells because they feel better. I'm a big fan of barbell pressing, especially if you can use correct technique, use control, make sure that you're used to those deep stretch positions, especially something like a cambered bar bench press. Oh my god, will light you up. So I'll do something like a cambered bar bench first, and then I'll go into an incline dumbbell press, because I'm not trying to do like flat press, incline press. Like, that's just insane RSM exercises. I'm not recovering from that for a while, and I want to get as much volume as I can to the target musculature while being able to still train that muscle group a couple times a week and get as much volume as I need for growth. So if I do just straight up all high RSM, raw stimulus magnitude exercises, if I had like deadlifts in the same mesocycle, squats in the same mesocycle, bench press in the same mesocycle, all followed by like also heavier compound variations of my back offsets and my other exercises in each session. So I'm just doing like squats, down sets of squats, then I'm doing hack squats, then I'm doing leg press, then I'm doing like lunges, and then I'm doing bench, incline bench, overhead press, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to create so much overall fatigue to the system that you're not going to be able to put as much volume towards the muscles that you're trying to train to make sure that you're growing properly. So generally for me, 2 heavy compounds, and that's usually just top sets and down sets, and then like I'll go to like a dumbbell, a machine, etc. So I'm not generally doing that, but if you want to put your dumbbells prior because you feel the dumbbells more, it'd be kind of like flying before you do your pressing. It'd be kind of the same concept there, doing flies to really get blood into the pecs and make sure that you're getting a good stimulus there, and then transferring that to the pressing because you can now feel your chest better and you might get more out of the flat pressing. It could also go the opposite, where you put so much blood into the pecs and you're now super fatigued that you actually feel more triceps on the barbell pressing. So it just, whichever direction for you that seems to sway, probably a good idea. So hopefully that helped a little bit, especially kind of my insight into how I program stuff. Let's see. One more question, and we'll talk more about what we're doing. People are all upset about my chewing. Oh, they're gonna be upset about me drinking a soda too. How long did it take for me to start feeling a mind muscle with a bench? I would say for most people, and this is a general statement, start learning more about the mind muscle connection on the eccentric phase. People are too caught up in mind muscle as far as like feeling the pecs on the concentric. So like people like think the mind muscle is like when you squeeze the fuck out of a muscle, which we now know is not the best part of the overall exercise for growth. Most likely the deep stretches and really focusing on getting a nice and controlled eccentric, whether that's 1 to 4 seconds, which is hilarious. There's this guy arguing with me on Instagram. He's like, "Why are you obsessed with going super slow on everything?" And he's just like this crazy fucking, like he's straw manning, and he doesn't actually read anything. So whether that controlled eccentric is like 1, I'm gonna go all the way up to 9 seconds has been showed, is fine. But like 1 to 4 is generally where I'm at. So you're gonna see here like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So my eccentrics on these 2 seconds, because for me that's my best on this exercise as far as my stimulus to fatigue ratio goes. I feel great stretch there, come up, great stretch, and that's how I do this exercise. So find that for you. I think anywhere from like 2 to 4 on average is fucking perfect. So when you're focusing on that, really try to feel the muscle on the way down, and it helps you feel it more on the way up. I'm not ruling out the peak contraction stuff. I think it's obnoxious that people are already doing that. 4-inch of motion, really emphasize that stretch, and then forceful concentric. Really emphasize the stretch, forceful concentric. And that's going to really help you get the most out of your stuff. It'll help you get the most out of learning how to get a mind-muscle connection, especially on stuff like leg pressing and really deep exercises. At the end, almost even slow it down more. So like you're going to see fast, fast, slow, 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 slow. So really slowing it down even more at the end of the eccentric to get that deep stretch component. I think that's the best bang for your buck here as far as how to get the most out of your mind-muscle connection and just most out of an exercise for muscle growth in general. So it's quite funny getting into discussions with people on the internet, because you have to remember they're not real people. They're not real people. But this is the last set here for these. I think I left my verses at home, guys. Don't judge me. Don't. I'm not cheating on verses, I promise. They were in my car or at home. But I believe this is our last exercise. We did this kind of like behind the body style to get a bigger stretch in the lateral delt area there. Mike's doing more of a front raise when he goes. I'm doing more of like a lateral out to the side, but I also have a little bit different anthropometry than him. I think for him, front gives him a better stretch. For me, I was able to, those are almost like angled behind my shoulder width, so that I'm actually stretching behind the body just by doing a lateral. These were a great exercise for me. I felt way less elbow pain than a normal lateral raise, so I'll probably stick with these. You can also face the machine and try them out. I like to do those. Those are called Y raises. This is just a great, honestly, free motion, behind the back laterals. Great stretch on the delts. Pretty decent force curve. Really, really, really enjoy this exercise a ton. So if you want, give these a shot. I didn't like that rep. See, you gotta watch your shit, guys. Didn't like that rep at all. And then we went on to cable curls. I always do my curls, elbows out in front, pushing the elbows in on the way up, making sure that I'm going all the way down. This set looks like shit, Jared. What are you doing? I would control these a little more normally, I think. Look at Crystal in the background being a shithead. And I think on my later sets I definitely did. I think for me, that deep stretch, especially for the biceps, is like the best thing. Yeah, notice as the set goes on, I control the eccentric more and more. It's because like I'm starting to lean into that pain a little bit. So especially as the set goes on, if you can control that eccentric better, that's probably the best. But yeah, hope you liked the video. It's coming to an end. Sorry for the abrupt end. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, guys. I'll see you next time.